Capricorn, it's Lisa, and here is your April 22nd to 28th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, Capricorn, so let's see what's in store for you this week. So the overall message for you, Capricorn, is the Magician. So the Magician is that you have all the tools you need to succeed, okay? So, it really just feels like don't doubt yourself. Whatever comes, you can handle it. You're making really great things happen in your life. There's more to come. There's almost this sense of this fear that if things move forward in the direction you're moving in, you know, are you able to handle like the success that comes or the possible success that comes? It feels almost like there's this sense of success, fear of success around you. And it's understanding that you have all the tools you need to handle the success that comes in. Really cool. The challenge that you have this week is your hopes and dreams, and making them happen. There again is the same sense. So this is about, you know, you've dreamt of this thing, you thought it was a pipe dream, and now it's happening and you're making it happen. And there's this fear around it. It's like, do I keep going and make this happen? Or what do I do? Do I put it back up in the clouds? Right? So you're having a hard time with making this dream come true. And it seems very like it's just, it really has this huge feeling of fear of success. Because, you know, we think fear of failure is like this big issue. And it's like, we all have felt failure, and it's not that we don't do things because we're afraid it's going to fail. Sure, that's part of it, but even for some of us, the fear of success is huge, because sometimes it's like I'm so used to struggle, or I'm so used to limiting my life, that when success comes in and things start to move forward, how do I deal with that? Can I sustain it? Can I handle it? Can I live like that? Like, what's it going to do, right? It's like there's all these questions. So there is a big fear around success, but you've got this, Capricorn. The card of what you need to focus on is having resolute action. So one way or another, you're going to have this success, and one way or another, it's going to happen. So you might as well deal with it. Like, it's kind of like, you've got this, you're going to have the success, you're making it happen. It's meant to happen, and you have all the tools and abilities to deal with the success when it starts to happen. And I think you know that it's almost like this is a stepping stone, and you know it's going to lead to more and more success. So when you make these changes or move towards these dreams coming true, you know it's going to like kind of have a ripple effect out into everything. And that's kind of like, oh my God. Exciting but scary at the same time. And then the challenge, what you don't see coming, will reveal in a moment. It feels really positive, but it's almost like when something really positive is happening, and either you don't want to get too excited, or when success starts to happen, it's just all the stresses and worries that happen with it, like imposter syndrome, and can you do the work that's involved in it? And oh my God, the work that's going to happen when this shifts, like all of this stuff is going through your head. And honestly, you've got all the tools you need to succeed. You've got this. I'm just excited because it feels like there's some stuff happening, which is really cool. So you have to think about expanding your life, celebrations, I can hardly speak. I'm so excited. It really feels like celebrating expansion, like things are changing, it's expanding, it's exactly what you wanted. And it's going to lead to even more things that you want. So just celebrate the moment. Know that you can do it, and that you have all the skills and abilities to do it. But there's just so much fear like swirling around it, because it's almost like you're afraid to expand, and you've got this. You totally have it. Wow. And it's leading to big success. And I know I keep fumbling over my words, but it really does feel like sometimes I do some readings and they're, they connect and they're really good. And then sometimes they're so strong, and this reading is so strong. It just feels like there's these shifts changing, or you're moving towards some changes and things that you want it to happen, but it's freaking you out and you're just kind of afraid, and there's fear of success and fear of failure and fear of this and fear of that and fear of the work that's going to be, like every fear that you can imagine is like in this, but it is leading you to more success. And it's almost like you know that it is. So you have this knowing inside of you, and you're like, oh my God, when this happens, everything's going to change. It's almost like, now I'm not going to have an excuse. Now I have to do this success. Like I have to like expand. But it leads to happiness, fulfillment, contentment, really happy families around you, abundance and money coming in, like really, really good. So the challenge is this dream, making this dream happen, and it's going through the process of bringing this dream down and making it happen. I think you're doing it, but it's freaking you out. Then they're just saying, all you have to do is move forward with balance. You do your part, the universe will provide you with exactly what you need when you need it. Just do your part in it, and that will lead you to success. So you don't have to worry about all the different scenarios and the outcomes and what ifs. Just focus on the now and just keep moving forward. They make it seem so simple. Like I totally get all the different things. And you get my favorite card. So you're going through a whole transformation, whether this is you personally, like with your body and your mind, and you're transforming your health, or if it's career or, personal life with other things, like you're shifting and you're attaining. It feels almost like it flows out into every area of your life. But you get the death card, which is the death of an old way of being, and you're stepping into this new way of being. And that can be scary. The process can be scary. And then emerging as, like, think of it as a caterpillar. You're in a cocoon. It's scary. You're going through the process. It's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then you emerge as this beautiful butterfly. And it's like, can I even fly? Like, what's up with these wings, right? Like, so it's kind of like the process of emerging as this beautiful butterfly and going, oh, wait a minute, I'm not a caterpillar anymore. But it is amazing because you cannot go back to that old way of being. You are now this new person, and you can handle so much. You can do so much. Sky is the limit. Success is there. Oh my God, it's so nice. I wish I could send the energy through to Capricorn of how wonderful this feels. So then, and I know it's easier said than done to remove that fear. Just all I can advise is just walk through it. So when you feel it, just go, okay, I'm going to let it go. Everything will be fine. Everything will happen the way it's supposed to happen. I got this, and just keep moving forward. So the King of Pentacles is one way or another. This is going to happen. The success that you want, that you put out to the universe, is going to happen. So you better have resolute action because it's happening. It's leading you to, it can be for some people love, but it doesn't really feel like that. It feels more like connecting maybe to a partner that you're with. Currently, it's reconnecting and finding that passion again. But it also feels like it connects you to you and your passions and what you love. This is leading you to more of what you love. It's just fabulous. It's really, really good. The devil. So the devil is basically, that devil on your shoulder that tells you, you can't do this. What are you talking about? You can't be successful. You don't have the tools. You suck, right? And then it tempts you into things. It wants you to self-sabotage. It wants you to do all those things. And it's kicking that devil off your shoulder and moving forward, saying, you know what? I got this. I know I've got this. I can handle it. I can handle success. But the devil's like, no, you can't. And you just have to kick that devil off your shoulder, put duct tape around its mouth, whatever you have to do. But the really interesting thing is, when you're moving towards your successes and you're on the right path, the devil gets louder and louder. So it's almost like a beacon to success. So when you start to feel fear a lot, fear is a beacon to success. So you have to go, okay, I'm moving in the right direction. I'm taking the right steps. This is freaking me out, but I'm going to walk through it, and I'm not going to let that fear stop me. And when you do, wow, sky is the limit. Success is waiting. And then what you don't see coming is the more balanced you are through this process, the more success that comes in. When you go out of balance, it slows down. So when you want certain results, it's basically the more you freak out about it, the more that it slows down, the more that you just kind of go, okay, what will be, sending it out, you know, everything will fall into line the way it's supposed to. I'm just going to pay attention and do my part in it. Then success comes to you. And it's also about, normally this card's about giving and receiving from the universe. Really kind of understand that you're like, okay, I'm doing my stuff. I'm giving, I'm doing what I have to do in this process. And I'm open to receive whatever the universe brings me. I'm ready. I'm capable. I've got this. And then things start to flow. Then your hopes, you know, come in, you start making them happen. It's interesting because it really feels like there's these like stepping stones or like staircases. They show me like stone steps going up. That you take this one step through one fear and it's leading you to multiple dreams coming true. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to pull this one down and I'm moving towards this goal and I'm going to make this dream come true. And then when you move through that one, then it leads to more and more of your wishes coming true and you making them happen. It kind of gives you the momentum to make them happen. And then you go through this whole healing process where you understand, it almost feels about like your self-worth or who you are and why you put limitations on yourself and why you have these fears, right? We all do in different ways. So it's kind of like you have these fears and you heal through them and go, wow, you know what? That wasn't like, what was I so afraid of? Or wow, you know, my past has made me think that I can't do this and I totally can do it. And now I've done it. I've healed through it and I'm moving on to bigger and better things. So it really is like amazing. It really is. The feeling is great. And it just feels like you just have to walk through these fears, know that you can do it, recognize the fear of success and understand that you've got it. You can handle it and it's going to lead you to more and more successes, which you can handle as well. And you can have all the things that you want, even more than you can imagine. So I'm so excited for you. Just shake it off and walk through it. You got this. Okay. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. And if you enjoyed the video, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous week and I'll talk to you soon.
If we were meant to stay in one place, we'd have roots instead of feet.